I wake up every morning.
Espresso keep me going.
I wake up every morning.
Rise and shine, it's Espresso time. What's up, Believe Nation? It's Evan. I believe in you, and this channel is designed to be a part of your daily success routine. So let's start your day off right. Grab your cup of coffee and sip on today's message, Push the Limits. Over to you, Elon Musk. Also, if you want to know what Elon and other successful entrepreneurs have to say about building unstoppable confidence, check out my 254 Confidence series, where every day for the next 254 days, I will send you a morning video for free to help you build your confidence. The link to join is in the description below.
There are just times when something is important enough, you believe in it enough, that you do it in spite of fear.
How do you come with this idea, actually? Sometimes they're pushing the human limit. You are always pushing the human limit. Why?
I think about what technology solution is necessary in order to achieve the particular goal, and then try to make as much progress in that direction as possible. Being a multi-planet species and being out there among the stars is important for the long-term survival of humanity, and that's one reason, kind of like life insurance for life collectively, life as we know it. But then the part that I find personally most motivating is that it creates a sense of adventure, and it makes people excited about the future. And if you consider two futures, one where we are forever confined to Earth until eventually something terrible happens, or another future where we are out there on many planets, maybe even going beyond the solar system, I think that second version is incredibly exciting and inspiring, and there need to be reasons to get up in the morning. You know, life can't just be about solving problems. Otherwise, what's the point? There's got to be things that people find inspiring and make life worth living.
Most people slack off in life because their reason for getting up in the morning isn't strong enough, because their why isn't strong enough, because hitting the snooze button 5 times and sleeping in is more important for you than your why. Your why isn't important enough, and until you fix that equation, until that changes, nothing in your life, your quality of life, the status of your business will change. Now, having a strong why, find your why, can often feel like mushy, soft, not practical, not implementable advice. But guys, listen, if this is you, if you legit have a hard time getting up every morning and you're slamming that snooze button, then this is the most practical thing that you need to do in your life. If you are frustrated with the quality of your life, then this is the thing that needs to change. And I'm going to give you 3 ways to do it. Number 1 is your purpose comes from your pain. Understand that your deepest, darkest, most painful moments is the path forward. We like to avoid them. We like to forget about them. We like to try to move past those past issues and problems. And we want to think about positivity and optimism and the better world, which is amazing. But the path to create that is through the mess, is through the chaos, is through all the pain that you have been through. I think humans are naturally wired to help. We want to help. We want to serve. Like 99% of humans want to serve. Even more, 99.999% of humans want to serve. And the best way that you can serve is to help people who are currently going through the issues that you have been through or are going through right now yourself. So start by thinking about the most painful moments that you've had to deal with in your life. Maybe that was with your parents, maybe your grandparents, maybe your teachers, your classmates, your neighbors, whatever the most painful moments were in your life. And how did you get through it? The reason why I do what I do is not because entrepreneurs are going to solve every world problem, which I think we will. It's because I struggled so much as an entrepreneur to get started myself. I felt so little respect for myself that I felt like I don't want any human being to have to feel how I'm feeling right now. That's why I do what I do. And when you can figure that out, ask yourself, the feelings that you felt, the darkest dark, the lowest low, you never want people to feel this ever. That is your purpose. That is your mission. What do you want people to never have to feel or suffer that you've been through? That's how you find your why. Step number 2 is take money off the table. Listen, money is really important. Money is important for everybody. Even if you're a charity, money is super, super, super duper important. It's just not number one. And we do stupid things for money. When you are pressed for money, when you are tight for money, you do stupid things that are against the long-term interests of your business. You're thinking so short-term that it prevents you from having the success and building the business and brand that you want to do. Honestly, if you are in a massive cash crunch right now, if you are just, I can't pay my bills next week, if that's how you're focused, get a job. Get a job to alleviate the immediate financial burden, and hopefully get a job where you're going to learn something about the industry you're going to get into so that you can focus on making the right decisions for your business. So take money off the table for a few moments and start to think, if money was not the restriction, then what would I be doing? You wouldn't travel forever and you wouldn't buy your mom 1,000 homes. Like, at some point, you're going to come down to, I want purpose and meaning in my life. So when you figured out your purpose from your pain, great. Now, what are you going to do about it? Assume money is not the issue. Take it off the table. What actions are you going to be doing to further that mission? And step number 3 is obsess the process. So you have to love the work that you're doing. If you look at anybody who's had success, the people who you look up to and respect, they love the work. They're on a mission. They have purpose. It comes from their pain. They're not doing it for the money. Money's number 2 or 3, but it's not number 1. They've done that, but they like the work. They like the day-to-day. They like the grind. They like the activities that they're doing every single day. I'm reading this book about Martin Luther King, and he had this great quote just after he won the Nobel Peace Prize. He's on top of this marvelous mountain. He just won this big award, but the valley calls to me. He wants to get back. It's not about the awards. It's not about the recognition. It's not about the fame and the glory and the money. It's about the work. It's about the valley. It's about the process, the doing. So take my purpose. I love helping entrepreneurs. Then look at the process. I love making videos. This is great. This is why I have the subscribers that I have. It's why I can do 6,000 videos, because I love the process. I don't love podcasts. I don't love consuming content audio. I used to have a radio show. I dropped it because I didn't love the process, because I couldn't see the person that I'm communicating with. I want to see the person. I'm a visual learner. And so if my success depended on me only having a radio show or only having a podcast, I would lose. I would do it if that was the only path, because that helps me get to my purpose, if that was the only path, but it's not. So what I encourage you to do is make a list of all the different ways that you have helped people with this purpose. You've been through this pain, you know your purpose, you've helped people in a lot of different ways. What are the ways that you actually enjoyed? Not the result of them being happy and you've helped them, but the process. Do you like meeting with people one-on-one? Do you like writing articles? Do you like making videos? Do you like investing into people's companies? Do you like being a mentor and going for coffee with people? Like, what's the process? The process that you enjoy. When you figure that out, all 3 of those things, when you understand that your purpose comes from your pain, and you know what your purpose is after examining the pain, when you understand that it's not about making money, money's important, but it's not number 1. And then when you enjoy the day-to-day, you enjoy the process, you're doing work that fills you up every single day, you just hit a home run. You've won for life. So the goal here is to bring more energy to your life. The goal here is to be doing work that excites you so much that you don't want to snooze 5 times, that your reason to get up is greater than your reason to stay in bed. And that feels like a really low bar. It feels like a really low bar, that sleeping in and hitting the snooze button is more important than your life's work. And so I hope these 3 steps helped you, and I'm super pumped to see what you're going to create from them. Now I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy, but before that, it's time for the question of the day. I want to know, what is your strong why? And if you don't know it yet, what are some of the pieces of it? What are some of the elements that you think might be close to it? And maybe we could figure it out together with the help of Believe Nation. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below.
My message to people, whether it's on stage or on the podcast or anything, is that, we are more than what we're demonstrating, that we've been sold this lie, that people are taught through school. Like when I do these demos and I on stage memorize 100 names and words and numbers forwards and backwards, and it appears effortlessly. I always tell people, I don't do this to impress you. I do this to express to you what's really possible, because the truth is everyone can do this too, and so much more. Apply towards creativity and focus and flow and problem solving and thinking and really overcoming the biggest challenges of their life and maybe even the world. The challenge is we were taught a lie. We were taught a lie that somehow our intelligence, our potential, our learning, our memory somehow is fixed, or creativity is fixed, or thinking is fixed, like our shoe size. And what we've discovered, as you know, more about brain science in the past 2 decades, we've discovered more than the previous 2,000 years. And what we know is that we're grossly underestimating its our own capacity to be able to grow, to be able to contribute, to improve our intelligence and our influence and our impact. And I want to kind of pull the veil behind and just say, hey, this is about transcending. This is about ending the trance that we're not good enough, that we're not smart enough, that we're not this genius, and telling the truth. And the truth is, we're faster and we're smarter than we think. And not just to be able to memorize things, but be able to really solve significant challenges. And maybe that these challenges that we're going through are the lessons that we need to learn the most. And then some people who learn those lessons feel compelled to be able to share that voice with other people. So it's not just one candle, we just can set things ablaze,
Raise your standard.
Apple at the core, its core value is that we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better.
Not one drop of my self-worth depends on your acceptance of me.
If you want to learn how to stretch your limits, I think you're really going to enjoy the One Rule video we did on it. It's right next to me. Go check it out. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Limits.
Don't limit yourself. Conquer the limitations.
Limits.